Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Camp Financial Stock Market Update from July 22nd. We're going to go over real quick the companies that are going to report earnings today as well. There's going to be some pretty good earnings out today. A lot of companies that are going to be fairly important to the S&P 500, to the markets. You know, that once we see how they report, give you a pretty good idea of the rest of those that have not reported yet. So let's get started. If I can get my thing to move here. Okay, well, let's start overall. So the S&P closed up 0.46%, NASDAQ up 0.52%, the Dow up 0.29%. So pretty good day across the board. Technology, services, and utilities, financials all look pretty good. Really, consumer goods probably has the most red, or the healthcare. Healthcare probably has the most red, but the healthcare also has some pretty bright green in the healthcare plan segment, with Anthem and Cigna both getting pretty good jumps on news that they're going to try to fight their injunction that the government's put against them. So, like I said, tech, pretty good day in tech. Big day for Verizon. Rumor came out this weekend that they're going to be purchasing Yahoo, and I seen this morning that rumor and subsequently, I guess the rumor was confirmed that Verizon has confirmed plans to acquire Yahoo's internet business for $4.83 billion. So they're not actually purchasing all of Yahoo, but they are going to purchase the internet business. So that should be interesting. The oil was down on Saturday, or on Friday. So let's actually get into the markets here. Starting the S&P 500 as we usually do. Let's take a look and see who was the dogs on Friday. Skyworks Solutions, PayPal, Transocean, Stryker, and CF Industries. So you've got a couple basic materials companies in CF Industries and Transocean. Healthcare industry, Stryker, they're in the medical appliance and equipment. PayPal, obviously, most people know that is a finance credit service business that was spun out of eBay years ago. And Skyworks Solutions is a semiconductor group that actually I believe they still do a lot of work for Apple, so that could be telling to the Apple quarter when it comes out as well. Doesn't look, like I said, mostly basic materials in the bottom 20. A lot of additional basic materials companies down in there. So, you know, the Skyworks was down 8.6%, 6.75% for PayPal. Transocean down 6.18%, Stryker 4.5%, and CF Industries 4.22%. So pretty volatile on those for sure. Get back to the S&P. I accidentally clicked off to the Dow there. And the leaders in the Dow: basic materials, Southwest Energy, Chesapeake Energy, Chipotle Mexican Grill, Stanley Black & Decker, and Cigna. So a couple oil and gas companies drove the market in the S&P, with Southwest up 9.5%, Chesapeake up 8.45%, Chipotle up 5.84%. Stanley Black & Decker up 4.8, and Cigna up 4.05. That Chipotle, I'm curious if they reported earnings on Friday, because I didn't expect them to have a good quarter this quarter. Yeah, right there, Chipotle returns to profits. So they did have a pretty good number, it looks like. But my expectation is that this quarter will be the quarter that they have a pretty good quarter. You may see, the stock was trading for a long time in the $500 range. Actually, even up, I think it was clear up $750 at the end of last year before they had the E. coli scares, and I can definitely see the stock running right back up into the $600 range with no problem. So that might be one to take a look at. I want to take a look at Chesapeake and Southwestern real quick. We'll see why they jumped. Looks like Chesapeake got an upgrade. I don't see any anything on their earnings yet, but yeah, they did get an upgrade from Tudor Pickering on Thursday from a hold to a buy. But there is no price target on that one. Southwestern Energy was upgraded by JP Morgan from underweight to neutral, but they have a lot of debt. That's a company that would really concern me as an investor. But their conference call must have come out pretty good. Even though they did report a loss, they must have said a lot of things that people like to hear. So possibly they can get back into profitable territory without the oil prices having to jump up considerably. That was the big fear for a long time with the oil and gas companies, is will they be able to make money with oil at $40 a barrel? It's at 43 right now. Be interesting to see whether or not that's something that can drive them. So alright, so the worst performers of the Dow: GE, which I've said before I own shares in, Caterpillar, which I also own shares in, Apple, United Technologies, and Nike. GE down 1.6%, Caterpillar down 0.79%, Apple 0.77%, United Technologies 0.68%, and Nike down 0.46%. We did have 22 advancers in the Dow, so a good day for the Dow, a driving day for the Dow. Nike's one that's interesting to me right now. So they're kind of fighting that battle to figure out whether or not they can hold off Under Armour. Under Armour obviously is the younger, more innovative company in this sector, but Nike's still doing pretty good work. They're still the top of the line for sure. So let's look at the best performers of the Dow on Friday. We had Visa, Microsoft, American Express, Verizon, and Intel. So I missed my opportunity. Well, not really. It was only up 1.14%. Intel was up 1.14%. Verizon up 1.32%. American Express up 1.34%. Microsoft 1.38%, and Visa up 1.42%. I was looking at Intel, and it may still be a good purchase after it pulled back there a little bit to the $34 range after it just early in the week it had gotten up to almost 36. So Intel's one that I'm looking at. I mean, it pays a good dividend. They've got a nice stable business, 3% dividend, plenty of cash to be able to cover that. Not a whole lot of debt, and they're actually starting to project a small amount of earnings growth again. So Intel could be one definitely to take a look at going forward. So that's it for the weekend, or for the update on what happened Friday. Now let's take a look real quick. So earnings coming out. So after the close on Friday, had some banks, a lot of smaller banks reporting. One of them I actually own a pretty good sized share or stake in. Let's see what's coming out today. So today you got Kimberly-Clark coming out before earnings. Philips, the group that used to make the VCRs. Sprint, Ryanair, Rockwell Collins, and Westinghouse Air Brakes. So all those will be reporting this morning. So Kimberly-Clark will be a big one. Sprint's a pretty good one to keep an eye on too, just to see what's going on in the cell phone market. I mean, it looks like Verizon and AT&T definitely are driving there, but see if Sprint can pick back up some subscribers. Ryanair, that'll be interesting again, just because of the all the airlines. It's always good to see. I mean, they're more focused obviously in Europe, being an Irish-based company, but give you an idea of what airlines are facing worldwide as well. Coming out after the day, after trading today, Gilead, Texas Instruments, Express Scripts, Canadian National Railway, which has already run up pretty good on the backs of the airlines or the railways that have already reported here. Las Vegas Sands will be reporting after today, and a couple REITs. So that's it for today, guys. So it gives you a little bit to keep an eye on, take a look at, see what's going on, and yeah, if you have any questions, any specific stocks you'd like me to take a look at, and kind of do some research, do a rundown on the podcast here, let me know. Send me an email, chrism@campfinancial.net, or you can also leave any notes on the YouTube channel, or at cmelik on Twitter. That's it, guys, and take care.